baby bus! Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Special episode, The Dangerous Clamshell Aquapark, Part 2. In Clamshell Aquapark, Mrs. Porcupine, who was surfing, accidentally fell into the wave pool and made a huge, towering splash.
Help! Help!
She struggled helplessly in the water, with her short legs and feet waving in panic.
I can't swim! Help me!
At that moment, a nimble figure rushed over to the edge of the pool like greased lightning and pulled Mrs. Porcupine out of the water.
Mrs. Porcupine, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Mrs. Porcupine looked up and a pair of dark, bright, round eyes came into view. It was Sheriff Labrador who had saved her.
Phew. Luckily, the platform is not high, so you were not hurt when you fell into the water. But, Mrs. Porcupine, how did you fall?
Mrs. Porcupine looked blank.
I don't know, but I remember I fastened the safety leash. Where is the safety leash?
Mrs. Porcupine then discovered that the safety leash that should have been tied around her waist had broken in two.
Oh my! How did I not notice the leash was about to break when I fastened it?
At that moment, there was a loud bang from the water carousel nearby. Then a scream from Mr. Wolfie.
My butt!
What was that?
Sheriff Labrador and Larry rushed over and found Mr. Wolfie had fallen off a carousel horse.
I was sitting halfway on the carousel horse and my seatbelt suddenly came off. Yuck! I feel like I might have broken my hip. Oh!
Sheriff Labrador picked up the seatbelt on the ground and found that its buckle was old and rusty.
This old buckle definitely doesn't meet any safety standards. There seem to be some major problems with Clamshell Aquapark's safety equipment. This place has to be temporarily closed for a new safety inspection.
What? Shut down the park? Nope, no way! Absolutely not!
Yeah, I agree with Nunson. We are counting on Clamshell Aquapark to make a living, Sheriff Labrador. There's no way we can close down now.
In an office in Clamshell Aquapark, two lizards shook their heads in disagreement several times. The one that looked like he had just stepped out of a tub of black ink was Octoxian the lizard. And the other one, who was greener than freshly cut grass, was Nunson the lizard. Together, these two operated Clamshell Aquapark.
I just checked Clamshell Aquapark and found the facilities don't meet safety standards.
Sheriff Labrador took out his cell phone and showed them pictures he had taken of various places around the park.
Look at these pictures. Substandard rafting equipment has led to injuries from falls. The safety leash of the surf wave pool broke due to wear and tear. And the buckles of the seatbelts on the water carousel's horses are all rusty.
Well,
Octoxian and Nunson looked at each other. Then they both thought back to a few days ago. It was a noticeably hot summer day, but the atmosphere inside the lizard family crackled with an icy chill.
Blah! This is awful! Who is this Sheriff Labrador? He took down one of my men, Dixon, before he even made it to the Seashell Wood Police Department! Ah!
A large lizard with a head as round as an apple and a body as slim and straight as a stick stood with his hands on his hips in frustration, his eyes burning with anger. It was Lollybob the lizard, the boss of the lizard family.
Without Dixon, we'll make less money this month. From here on out, each of you has to find a way to bring in more money. The survival of our lizard family depends on it. Got it?
Got it, boss!
All the lizards present bowed their heads in fear. Octoxian and Nunson were among them, and they were just itching to drop their heads to their bellies to show their respect.
A toxin? Nonsense?
But Lollybob's voice sounded like a thunderbolt.
It's summer vacation, so there will be lots of tourists. The Clamshell Aquapark you run has to bring in the most money, or...
Octoxian and Nunzin then headed back to Clamshell Aquapark with long, gloomy faces.
What are we going to do? We can't make that much money just by selling tickets.
Yeah, you're right. And we're spending money this month on a bunch of new safety equipment to replace the old worn-out ones.
Nunzin's reply suddenly gave Octoxian an idea.
Hey, let's just keep using the old equipment. We'll save the money we were originally going to spend. And then we can make more money by...
The equipment in Clamshell Aquapark is too old and does not meet safety standards at all. So, for the safety of visitors, this place must be temporarily closed.
Sheriff Labrador's voice called Octoxian and Nunzin to their senses. They exchanged a glance, instantly put on sad looks, and with fake tears in their eyes, responded,
Sheriff Labrador, let us offer an excuse. Oh, no, an explanation. We can purchase new safety equipment to replace the old ones right away.
Yeah. The new equipment will definitely meet safety standards.
Before Sheriff Labrador could speak, a large crowd with anxious faces gathered outside the office.
Oh no! I've lost my wallet! Oink, oink!
Oh, my wallet's missing too!
Mine too! Woof, woof! A beam of seriousness flashed behind Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes.
So there are not only safety problems, but also thefts here in Clamshell Aquapark.